Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good day. Amira, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Um, I hope I'm saying your name right. If not, please correct me. Maybe put something phonetic. I'll try to get it right. But it's very nice to see you. Um, of course, I was running a little bit behind. Things happen. I thought I had myself in pretty good shape for this morning. And my husband's like, why don't you just I didn't grab anything to eat yet today. And I said, I don't have time. I don't have time. There's Kimberly. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Pam. Well, I have a new obsession. Thank you, Shannon Green. I knew I would get hooked on this. I watched, well, I'll talk about it more later, but I watched a video of Shannon Green's probably about a year ago. So I'll go through that process. But for warming up today, what I did here was I took apart 3 kids' books. These are golden books. Don't hate me. But I've had them for several years. They were not in great shape. All right, Pam's a free woman. She just dropped the kids off at school. Cool. And I took them apart. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Dixie. Hi, Sophia. And I'm thinking about using this technique that Shannon Green showed on this video that I watched with these 3 golden books. But of course, the pages aren't numbered, and I coffee stained them. So good morning, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. And there's 3G Brenda. Hello, hello. Look, I have my giveaway ready. I'm going to do that in just a few seconds. Actually, I probably should do that first. So, to warm up, I thought I might try to organize these pages, but I don't know how that's going to go. So, as most of you here this morning know, we had a New Year's Eve streamathon, and Lori worked on a little project. My subject for the streamathon was really, you know, mixed media is for any skill level and any budget. And so I shared some of my ideas for that. And I put together a little envelope, the beginnings of a little envelope journal. Did a little mixed media in the journal. And I said I would give it away, and then I forgot. I said, leave a comment by 3 p.m. Eastern on my live stream for the streamathon. And anyone that did that would be entered in a drawing on Monday evening when I streamed. Well, Monday evening came and went, and Lori forgot. So I'm going to do that today. My husband's going to come in around around 11 o'clock and draw a name for me. We're going to do this old-fashioned style. These really kind of curled up. I could really keep these. So I was sitting and doing all this paper. I'll show you as we go through our time together. And I don't have much space here because I stack supplies, and I'm a clutter bug. Okay, I'm a clutter bug. There you have it. Truth be told, I don't really mind clutter. I work well in clutter. I don't need to have my area clean to work, to art. And I had all these pages, and they were all wet, and I'm stacking them on top. Okay, what does Barbara say? G3 Brenda, oh my gosh, yesterday I was in a chat where Mary contacted during the stream Shannon Green to come into chat and respond to a question. Wow, Mary and Shannon Green. Oh, so did that happen, or she invited her to come in at a future time? I mean, I'm sorry, but you know Diane Fago that's been coming in? To me, she's like a movie star. You know, when she first came into my one stream, oh my gosh, she her handle used to be Pack or Die, and to me, it's like, ooh. And Amira said, the streamathon is how I found you. What a success. Well, we're pleased to have you, and that's wonderful. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do now, these all have to be put, I think I'm going to put these in order of stories. I was thinking I would put all three of them together, but that's quite a large book, so maybe I won't do that. But you'll see, as I move through my stream here, you'll see what we're talking about. And G3 Brenda says, that was awesome, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, I missed it. I was probably sleeping. Okay, this is what I worked on in the stream for the streamathon. This is what I said I would give away. Oh, look at there. I stapled that and caught that paper. I have to fix that. I'll have to fix that. And Brenda made me sign it and date it, so I did that. So this is what I'm giving away. And depending on where you're located, now I think there was Amira, where are you? She may be out of the country. So I just have a few folks here for the giveaway. So I'm going to put your names on sheets of paper right here while we're all here together. No, while Mary was also in this chat, she contacted Shannon Green and immediately said, get out. Hi, Lisa. Oh my gosh, that's almost like, to me, that's like Tim Holtz coming in. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. All right, so the first one is G3 Brenda. And Brenda says, Zafia, remember all the trolls who came into her pajama streams at night? Oh, you're from Idaho? Cool. Okay. So when I send this, I'll put some little ephemera stuff inside some of those little pockets. Nettie is in a different country. So it'll just depend on weight, you know, what I'll be able to add in. So we got Nettie in there, and then I have Roberta's. And I'm using this dark marker so we all can see. Roberta's Artistic. It doesn't have to be spelled right. Adventure. So we've got Roberta in there. Terry Brett. Terry Brett. And Janet Baum. Make sure I don't miss anybody coming in. Brenda's in Michigan. 48 Fahrenheit yesterday, and Stowe spitting down this morning. It's supposed to be, I think it was 59 here the other day. It's supposed to be nice here again today. I'm in New Jersey. And, okay, I don't want to lose my place. Janet Baum. And Kathy Cal is up next. I think that's how you say her last name. Calico Kate. Calico Kate. So put Kathy C. And then I've got Barbara. All right, so we've got Barbara, B-A-R-B-R-A. Chicken Pot Pie Society. Barbara is a CPS. You now have initials after your name. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's see. And then we have Amira. Pretty. Barbara says, yesterday Mother Nature got out the glitter. Oh, that's a nice way to think of it. Glitter. And our whole city was covered in sparkly, shiny. Oh, that's cool. Sunny. Dixie says sunny, 70 degrees. High. Okay. Why am I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I thought I had 10 pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only did 9. Well, that isn't very good. Got to do it all exactly right, girls. Make them the same size. So the husband. Oh, don't you hate that, Lisa? Be careful. Don't drink anything too hot or bite. I know you know that, but sometimes you forget about it. All right, so then I've got Kathy Carney. And I have to put her last name because Kathy C. We just put Kathy C on the other one. And then I've got Jasper. I think I need to fold these a little smaller. Okay, so now I'm ready for my drawing. Okay, so about a year ago, oh gosh, okay, let me start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When I started my journey on YouTube and finding this art community, I had never heard about Shannon Green. I didn't realize Shannon Green was a rock star in our community. Hey, there's our Gail. Good morning, Gail. Okay, she's talking to Dad. No problemo. We'll just say, hi, Gail. And gosh, I was well into my journey before I heard the name Shannon Green. And then Mary did some kind of I was involved with Mary's Friday hops. And there's Candy. Good morning. And then there was somehow she got Shannon Green involved. I don't know how she did it. And I'm like, who is this Shannon Green? And then people were saying JB5 and all this jazz. I didn't know what any of that was. Okay, so now we're ready for the drawing. Hubby's going to come in and do that for me at 11. And Keisha got to be on a hop with Shannon Green. Well, then I started to investigate who is this Shannon Green? And so I started to watch some of her videos. And if you haven't, and if you're new and you don't know who she is, you really should check her out because she really is quite amazing. And she's got a lot of really cool ideas. And so I was just rifling through and came across this one video of hers called Loose Leaf Binding, I think. I put it in my description box. And that was about a year ago. And I had picked up a little day timer book, and I thought I'd like to do something with it. So once I saw Shannon's, I think there was another video too that I watched where she just took magazine pages. She took a magazine apart, she took the pages and she watercolored on them, willy-nilly. She just no rhyme or reason really. Now, I watched this, like I said, over a year ago, so I might not have it exactly right. But the one thing that one tip that she gave on that video is, do you know what I mean when I say like a chamois or a ShamWow? It's this, they're great for cleaning and spills and I guess cleaning windows. I don't know. I bought a whole pack of them one time. So I happen to have this. But she uses this like to dry off her brush and capture extra paint. And then all you do is just take it to the sink and rinse it. I mean, it doesn't still look pretty, but it holds so much water. So this was a great tip, so I wanted to share that, but I don't know what video that is. But it's the one where she's watercoloring on magazine pages. So when she was done watercoloring on her magazine pages, they were so nice and crunchy, and I thought, I'm gonna do that with my little date timer thing that I found. Now, a couple of streams ago, I had shown you some little coffee dyed. This is a small composition book that I'm sorry, these are tea stained pages. And I went and rewatched Shannon's video. And this one is called Loose Leaf Binding, I believe. And that's the link I put in my description box on this live. Oh, Barbara said they have several car washing places called the Shanny. Cool. Now Shannon does go back and she does other stitches here, which I'll show you later. But I didn't measure correctly. I didn't have enough of my waxed linen. And she ties hers off and then she covers her books. But I really like the stitches. So I left these little things down here because I thought I could tie some beads or something on there. Loose leaf binding, yeah. So on stream, you guys saw me glue this, remember? And we used the popsicles, well, tongue depressors. And I think a gal by the name of Linda, was it Linda Patrick? It said maybe use some, because I don't have a book press. Yeah, I don't know if it's Copic. Shannon just did a crisscross. I'm going to show you what she did in a minute. So this one, I like it not covered, and I like seeing the stitches. So I enjoyed doing this so well that yesterday, Lori spent most of the day, and I chose to use my jelly plate, and I spritzed water on it. I spritzed coffee on it. That's how I colored and stained these little pages. Hey, Devin Rex. Hello, hello. And about a year ago, I did my little day timer that I found. These are not in order any longer. I did the watercolor like Shannon did. And when Shannon stitches hers, she then covers them and covers the stitches. But I wanted to try to not cover the stitches because I really like the way the stitches look. So one of my projects for this morning is going to be, now my husband just drilled these holes in here for me, okay? And I had printed, Lisa and Tanya, gosh, over a year ago, had a video where they were gel printing on fabric. Now you can see this is a little wonky here, but I can add something. But I found two pieces of fabric that matched. Good morning, Kathleen. And so hubby was going to drill through this fabric, but it's very fibrous and it kept grabbing and twisting around the drill. So what I'm going to attempt to do is to stitch the fabric on this one and have my stitches show. Okay, are we confused so far? And then in my box that has all my jelly printed fabrics, Look, I found a pair of Jane Davenport eyes stamped on a piece of fabric that I had colored. I think I had colored this with the powdered pigment stuff. So I'm going to put this on the front of my book. And then I can put other stuff. But this is the plan for this one. Now, a book, of course, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a book like this, like Shannon has, with dictionary pages. So I took some dictionary pages. Oh, look, see, and then I've got a hymnal. So I cut some dictionary pages, and I ran out of time last night. Now these are coffee stained, so I think I'm also going to do some watercolor on here. And I'm not going to use this many pages. This will make a couple of books. But I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing where I'm going to glue the edge, and then we'll drill, right? So here's some other ideas. This is a little hymnal. This one, I think I might go this way so that I can read the words to the hymns. Okay, look, here's the front. Wait a minute, I just saw. So you can lay this out any way you want. Do whatever kind of pages you want. Look, that might be a cool front, but I thought I just saw like the inside page of the hymnal. Well, whatever. You get the idea, right? Then when my son and I were in France, 2021, we were in a grocery store, and you know how when you go in a grocery store, you can see different little books that are like advertisements, or it might be like a real estate thing. Well, this was just some kind of an ad book, and it had really nice shiny pages, and it was the size of a regular magazine. I didn't really want it that big, so I went and I did the watercolor on all these pages, and now I'm going to glue these and do the same thing. And all these, this is all in French. Not that that matters, but it's just cool to me because it's different. So that's going to be another one. See how Lori gets carried away? Now, a lot of us take books apart and we use pages to fill in to our journals, right? And you might add some Edith Holden, or you might have another artist that you really like. I think these pages were from I have the cover somewhere. I don't know where I put the cover. It's probably behind me. It might be Catherine Hamilton. I wonder where did I put that? Well, if anybody really wants to know what these pages are, you let me know, and I'll find the cover and I'll tell you. And let's see, what an awesome thing to grab en français. Yes, I know, right? I couldn't resist it. My son's like, Mom, we don't have any room in the suit. I'm like, it's going home with me. And Barbara says, c'est très bien. Oh, oui, oui, oui. Okay, so these are pages that were left in a book that I like the images of that I would use to fill in and be part of journals that I'm building. And the images are just, they're just beautiful. But I use some, I don't know if it was Lindy spray, like Timmy has the distress sprays. I put that on my jelly plate. Now these pages are in order of the book, but some are missing. So I go from, like, say here, these pages were marked and numbered. So I did put these back in the order that they were in. But the other thing that Shannon says is that if you don't have a lot of art, hey, there's Miriam. Hi, Miriam. If you don't have a lot of pages, you can use your Crop-A-Dial, use the small hole, and punch holes. So I'm going to try that with this one. Now, see, I didn't mark, but I'm gonna set my little measuring thing, and I'm going to attempt to punch holes here and then stitch this one. Now this one, to me, it's beautiful. It doesn't need a cover. And then when I was looking for things to change the look of the pages, I came across an Ideals magazine, book magazine, whatever. I don't know what you really call them. Let me see if I can get this out of the way without hitting my keyboard, making a problem. I took an Ideals magazine apart. I thought these pages were numbered, and I was going to put it back together in the order that they belonged, but they are not. And I decided they didn't need to be in order. So I did the same thing, watercolors. Some of them might have some coffee on them. Stained the pages, glued them together. Now see right here, I didn't catch this here, but I'm going to go ahead and stitch this as well. So I think I'm going to do this one first. Now Shannon, I think she said on her video, you go 6 times the length. You're not familiar with the Ideals magazine? Oh, let me grab one, Devin. They are an American, I'll say treasure, icon. I don't know. I remember as a kid, my grandmother had them. Now I've got some over here that are not, destroyed. My grandmother, she got them regular. I think she had like a subscription. Oh, let's see here. And they were usually topical. Now there may be some that are just plain. See, this was summertime. This one's Thanksgiving, and they had different Christmas editions. The cover was always shiny, and then inside were different poems, and then beautiful scenes to go with them. These are matte finished pages, not glossy, handmade heirloom. And I remember as a young girl, the one that I remember the most was at Christmas time, and she would read us the story of the matchbook girl. And hi, Kim. Thanks for coming. And here are some family recipes. And now this one has everything. Dixie said, I forgot I have a box of those in my mom's house. All kinds of lovely poems and just inspiring things. Remember when. Now this edition is all about Thanksgiving. So some might be fall, Christmas. So like I've said in the past, there are some things I have a hard time taking apart and ripping, but I've had these. I buy them and I don't do anything with them, and they're really kind of cool. So when I saw Shannon, work with a magazine, I thought, oh, I'm going to do an Ideals. There's Janet. Hi, Janet. And so like I said, I did these on the jelly plate yesterday. Pinched them together with my binder clips. Now see, I didn't glue this one all that well. This one's starting to come. She's come undone. But I'm going to stitch it. My other ones seem to have been glued pretty well. And Gail says, oh my, what a morning. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Now, I heard Shannon say go 6 times for getting enough thread to do your stitching. But I don't know if she went around it or just the length of it. Now, when I did my original one, I didn't have enough. Yes, she glues and then she stitches, Devin. She glues and then she stitches. So, and she stitches more than this, but I ran out of what do you call this? This is waxed linen. I ran out of it. So I asked my husband to make these holes a little bit bigger so that I could come in and out a few more times. So I'm going to start on this one first. So to be prepared, I've already glued this one. And like I said, I didn't do a real good job on this one because, you know, it's come apart. So now I think because I think I'm going to use the darker brown. And I want to make sure I have plenty. Oh, I'm a thirsty girl. Burton Cummings played Here's New Year's Eve. He turned 75 on the 31st. He's amazing. Oh, I guess he's saying she's come undone. Oh, no problem, Devin. Yes, I see with this one that I still have to do my French advertisement book. I'll line these all up, get them as even as you can. That's why Shannon uses the book press, because it's really, you know, can do a much better job, but I don't have one. So I kind of jerry-rigged it using binder clips. So I've got my pages all treated, and then I will pinch these together and get my edge as straight as I can get it. Right? And then I'll take my glue. I used Elmer's Glue All. And I painted along the edge, and then I clipped every couple of, you know, hey Shaz, every couple of, well, I clipped all the way down actually. And then I let it dry. Shannon does overnight. My glue dried on some of these a little quicker than that, but she probably puts on a lot more glue. And then once that was dry, this morning I went and I marked my spaces. She said about every ½ inch, which these are probably a little closer together. I have trouble with measurements. It might be, I'm not sure. And then I had my hubby drill. And then, like Shannon said, if you don't have a lot of pages and you don't have a drill and you don't put that many pages, which I'm going to try on this one, Dev, use my crocodile and see if I can punch through that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. All right, so I want to make sure that I have enough thread on this because I want to do the full stitching. I've done a variety of pages. In this particular one, Janet, they're all ideal pages. This one these are leftover pages from a book that I used to fill in, you know, to make other journals, and these are pages I had left, and I love the images, so I just treated those and glued them together. These are pages from an advertisement book I picked up in France. And so this was like this. So I cut these in half so I could have more of a, like a 5x7 size. This one, which I'm hoping to put fabric on, stitch on as the cover. This was just a day timer I picked up at a thrift shop somewhere. And I took it apart, did the same process. This is watercolor. Glued the spine, let it dry, hubby drilled, and now I'm going to try to. Now, if you watch Shannon's video, once she stitches them, she covers them with paper, something like a cardstock. But you can do whatever you want. And I like the stitches, so I want to be able to see the stitches. Okay, Candy says she's lurking. Very good. Now, I've only stitched that once, so I'm not an expert. And, I tend to be a little dyslexic sometimes. So we're just going to see how this goes. So she says 6, but see, I came in a little bit farther. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do a lot more. 7, 8. You know what? And if I don't have enough, it's not going to be a tragedy, right? Going to be a tragedy. Now, if anybody needs for me to see what's being said in chat, please put it in caps, and I will try to pick up on it. Sometimes Barbara has to shout at me. Now, I'm hoping this is going to go through these holes. Yes, we have no bananas. Okay. Concentrate here, Laura. Concentrate. Now, Shannon said she just did a plain crisscross stitch, like a whip stitch. So she went one way up to the top, back, and then she did a stitch like this. So that's the part I haven't done yet, but I'm going to try. Now I've got quite a bit of thread here. So let me see if I can even this out a little bit. And I want to leave a tail. All right, so here we go. I'm going to see if I can do it this way. Is this maybe a good way for you guys to be able to see? Maybe I'll hold it this way. Try to hold it where you all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to leave a tail. All right, so then I'm just going to come around this way. Now, you could do, I would imagine, any kind of stitch your little old heart desires. All right, Shaz has a question. I think I want to go up one. Did she say? Thank you, Barbara. Let's see. Whoop. Did she say how her hubby drilled the holes? I didn't say, and I don't know. My hubby drilled the holes. Let me see if I can back this. I want to back this out already. See, I want to back it out already. I think I want to go up one to make more of a slant. So let's just take this out. But he's going to come in and do the giveaway drawing for me at 11. So I will try to remember to ask. I'm guessing it's probably a little Dremel drill. And then I showed him, you know, the thread that I wanted to put through. And because you go through several times, like on this one, I had no problem. But if I wanted to come back through and do what Shannon did, the holes weren't big enough. So we went a little larger on this one. Now, I would guess you could probably punch through, you know, with an awl. But any way that you have that you might be able to punch those holes, you know, would work. That's just what I followed what Shannon did, and my husband has one. Now I know Keisha has a little drill that she uses for crafting. Now, see, I'm talking and I'm losing track of which way am I? Which way did she go? Which way did she go? Okay, I want to go this way. And of course, when you're using a lot of thread like this, now this is waxed linen, you just want to be careful. Okay, I'm going to skip every other. I didn't do that last time, but it really didn't get like an X. So I'm going to skip every other to try to get that X look. You'll see. You'll see what I mean, I think. Now, the last time I stitched something like this on a live, it didn't go so well. So fair warning, fair warning. Kim Polton says, yes, please post my channel. I too am working on the scavenger hunt. Oh yeah, I want to show you we'll see how long we go today. Kathy Arbor is not coming on, I don't believe, today, unless she's changed her mind, because with the snow and the blizzard that she had, she is spending time with family this week. All right, I have to pay better attention here. So I'm getting myself in trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. And then, you know, you really want to pull it tight. No, Kathy, because she's so, yes, okay. So I've got that right. Okay, thanks, Brenda. Now I'm going to do every other. Now I've just got to find my end. Once I get doing, get a little more done here, you know, it won't be as fiddly. Thank you, Barbara. Now, Shannon stitches it quite a bit, which, you know, I'm thinking, I don't know if you need all that, but if you can, why not do it, number one. Number two, she's probably done a lot of these, so why wouldn't she know? You know what I mean? Sorry, this is really getting... I've got to pay attention. I've got to stop talking for a minute. She's come undone. I think I'm pulling it the wrong way. Here we go. Sophia's leaving. Bye, Sophia. Good to see you as well. Have a great day, or probably evening for you. All right, just don't forget to tug on that. You want to tug on it. Tug. All right, I think it's better if I flip my threads over to that side. I feel like I should have some background music. Oh, I know. I have a question. I have a block of pages. They're Reader Digest pages. Where the heck did I put those? And I want to put some color on them, but I just want color like around the edges. And what I tried did not work. You know, so say you have a block of pages like this. All right, I'll use these as my example. So I had them rubber band together. So say this is my block of page. Well, let's use this. Say this is my block of pages. So I have them all clamped. And I went around and I spritzed water around these three edges, all along here. Here, I opened them up, spritzed water in, and then I spritzed my stain. But it didn't like I wanted to soak into the page and look soaked in. Do I have to sit the whole block like down in a tub of water and then hope that the paper sucks it up? Does anybody know? I don't want the whole page like this. I just want the edge. Does anybody know how you do that? Just curious. I'm just curious because I really want to do okay. So now I'm doing every other. So Kim says, yes, dunk them. Okay. Now, should I pre-wet the pages? Like, will it suck up better if the pages are already wet? Like, dunk them in water first and then dunk them in the color that I want? Gail's never tried it. I really came in deep here. Dixie thinks it would work better when they're dry and more porous. Kim says she uses food coloring water and they soak pretty well. Okay. Yeah, I've got all these, spray bottle dye things. I was just going to use that stuff. Here's another question. Devin, I was going to ask you. Devin says it looks like a lot of, I don't know what KF means, work, Lori. To do this, to make these, yeah, it is, but I don't know. I just like it. I like it. I like how they feel. I like how they look. And I'm so excited to do these. Now, Devin, I was going to send you a message and ask you a question, but you're here, so I might as well ask you now. And maybe others know it as well. I haven't used my pan pastels in a while with coloring, and I wanted to use them on maybe some of the faces in some of my Coleridge Wild color books. And then go back in with color pencil. Do I have to use my fixative before I use the color pencil on the pan pastel, or do you use it first? Hey, Randy. Okay. Miriam says Oh, of instead of K of. Okay. Um, Miriam says, why not use powdered something? And I don't know. Well, one reason would be because I don't have any. I don't really think I know what that is. There's Peggy. Hi, Peggy. Oh, no. She needs a shower. Oh, sorry to hear that, Peggy. Gail said she's used color pencil on top of pan pastel without a fixative. Just depends what you're trying to achieve. Okay. So, or Miriam says use makeup. Okay. Peggy says dipping dry paper into your dye will give you a stronger color. Okay. Thank you, Peggy. Yeah, I guess with the pan pastel, if you don't do the fixative first, then what I have to be careful is where I lay my hand, right? Because that, I think if I remember correctly, I could smear that or pick up. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, girls. Okay. This gets a little easier as your thread gets shorter and shorter. That you use, hey, there's Janice. Hi, Janice. That the word of instead of KF. Uh-oh. If I've got a knot. And that's not good. Get it? That's not good. I've got to take care of this. I wonder if I can back this right out. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's funny how some songs just get stuck in your head, right? So I shouldn't probably share this. Maybe I should rethink what I'm about to say. To use a fixative after pan pastel so you don't smear the pan around. That's what Dee Dee does. Yeah, I couldn't remember which way she did it. Okay. So my dear mother is 91 years old. Her bank account and credit cards were compromised from somebody in the country of Chile. Okay, we have no idea. So my two sisters went over. They're in Pennsylvania. My mom's in Pennsylvania. And they didn't say it. They said it wasn't necessary for me to go over. So thanks, Barbara. I missed Randy's question. I'm trying to see. Yeah, she didn't lose any money, but we kept getting my youngest sister kept getting notices, so we knew something was not right. So anyway, they got that all straightened out, but they were over at Mom's, and while they were there, they said, Mom, we're gonna get you cleaned up while we're here. Mom tends to wear the same shirt for days and days and days. She has a favorite shirt. She doesn't want to change the shirt. My son can't get her to change. And he doesn't really want to, be dressing as grandmother. She's able to dress herself, but she's got memory issues, so she forgets. And she says she goes in and, gets washed up and stuff, but she doesn't remember. Okay, we're at the point where she doesn't remember. So the girls are there and they're going to wash her hair and then take her in the bathroom and give her a scrub. Okay. Of course, Mom is against this. So my sister Jackie sends me a short video of Mom sitting on her walker. Her walker's got a little seat. They've got her at the kitchen sink, and my sister Nancy, she's the middle sister, is standing behind my mom. And my mom says, "How's this going to work? I'm going to lean over the sink." And my sister Nancy says, "Yes, you're going to lean over the sink." And she's got the sprayer thing, you know. We're going to wash your hair, and then we're going to take you in the bathroom and give you a scrub, right? And I used a ruler. I tried to get them as straight. Okay, Randy Rabbit, for clarifications, Lori's husband. Yeah, my hubby drilled the holes for me. I put a line and I put the marks for them. So they send me this video, and my mother said, "Well, then are you going to help me?" So my sister Nancy starts laughing. Now, Nancy, once you get her laughing, all bets are off. So about 5 minutes later, my sister Jackie, the youngest sister, messages to me and says, "Nancy just wet her pants. Mom's giving us a hard time. I can't even." So mom, and Nancy had to have a shower. Okay. Now we're threatening our mother. You're either going to let us help you get cleaned up, or we're going to have to hire somebody to come in. Because my son says, and I don't blame him. It's his grandmother. He'll do anything for her, but he does not want to have to shower her. Which, I get that. I get that. I really do. Ah, gosh. That's one way to do it. Yep. Oh my gosh. And my thread's so long, I keep getting it twisted into my other yarn, my other threads over here. I bought this kit. I figured, why not? Years ago, take the plunge. They had all these different waxed linens, in one kit. Oh, I hear the door. It must be 11 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to do my drilling. Hey, honey, what kind of drill did you use to drill these holes?
Drill?
A Dremel? Is it a Dremel? Or like a Dremel? Or is Dremel just the brand name?
Dremel was like a little hand tool. I was just done with a regular drill.
He just did it with a regular drill, not a Dremel. My son is very sweet. When there are things that need to be done for my mom, like when she's sick or has an accident, my son takes care of it. But he said, "Mom, I draw the line at having to give her a shower." Nah. All right, so hubby's here. So in here are the names of the folks I had said during my, I think you can call this the blanket stitch out. I'm going to come back and go the other way. It's going to kind of make like a little crisscross. There's Ann. She's resting. Ann's got some meds. Are you feeling any better, Angie? So for those that left a message on my stream for the New Year's Eve stream, I said I would give this away. So I had 10. So hubby's picking a name. I put the names in here, just 10 names. You only got one, right, baby? Thank you. This is our winner. Thanks, hon. Welcome. Da-da-da-dun, da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. And we have a winner, Jasper. So Jasper, if I see you, I will tell you I need. Oh, he's gone already. He's like a flash. Um, Jasper, you're the winner. I'll be happy to send this to you. I just need to have your address. I'm paintgirly@gmail or on Instagram. If you could just private message me your address, I will send this off to Jasper. And she may watch the replay, or if any of you gals see her anywhere, tell her I need her address. I would most appreciate. All right, I'm coming down to the end here. And all right, now I want to go the other. I want to go the other way. Yes, congratulations. See, now I want to go this way. Okay, but then I want to go. I think I want to go. I think I'm going to come around the end. If I come around the end, oh, I'll show you, Deb. It was from my New Year's Eve live, and I was talking about mixed media is for any skill level or any budget, and so I just had some stained, like tea stained envelopes that I put together. I made a little journal. Oh, I don't have a P.O. box, but you can send it to my home if you private message me, Amira. That's very sweet. That would be great. You messaged Jasper? Oh, cool. Thanks, Randy. So I just did the little a little envelope type journal, threw a couple pages in there, and then did a little mixed media. And then I just realized this morning when I stapled my fabric on, I caught that. So I've got to fix that. I'll restaple. Rainey said, I'm not even paying attention. I'm just squawking at the holes and the stitching. All right, so I came around the end. Now I want to come back and go the other way to make the X. Now you could do fancy stuff, I'm sure. Now I just got to make sure I'm going to get myself reorganized here. Try not to flip this around. See, I've got a little X going on there. Now let me straighten out because I still have quite a bit of linen here. I got to get my groove on. So now I want to go to to the empty hole that I skipped. It's getting easier. Of course, I think I can get rid of these now. See, I didn't glue this as well as I should have. So let's get rid of these. This is some of the issue. I keep getting my thread hung up on that. See, but once you get, see, if you get a couple of these prepared, you could sit at night, and just stitch. I did do one time some of that Japanese stitching. You can do all the different stitches, and that's fun. She said, make sure you pull it tight. Now these are kind of rough. The holes are kind of rough from the drill. I could have probably mashed those down maybe a little before but see, I'm just learning. Now the thing I didn't do for the first one that I did is I didn't skip. And maybe Shannon says that. Yes, stab binding. Yeah, that's right, Dev. Yeah, that's what it's called. See, now that I've got a little bit of a groove going and um, my wax linen is getting shorter, and I'm sure you can use anything, that you would have, right? Twine. I mean, some of it might be a little more difficult to pull through, but you want something that's going to be somewhat sturdy. I mean, it is glued, and if you do a really good job gluing, you know, and then you'll see when I get to the end, Shannon does another stitch, which I wasn't able to do on my first try because I didn't have enough thread. Now let's see what I did here. I want to make sure I got my X's going the right way. Yeah. And there's Jacqueline. Hello, hello. And then just keep tugging it. I'll just keep tugging, tugging. And make sure I'm going into the right. I think Marty would be so proud of me. Of course, I don't want to speak too soon. I'm going to try to use thank you, Shaz. I'm going to try to use my crocodile. I'm not too much of a gadget girl. Go gadget. Who remembers go gadget? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now this is kind of from being glued, you certainly don't want to pull it hard enough where you're going to bend your spine. But if you've got quite a few pages, and there again, you can put in as many pages as you want. So you have a magazine, you may not want to use the whole magazine. You may not want one of these that's this big, and like I did, I cut the one in half for the dictionary pages. Cut it in half. I know, my kids liked it too. Go gadget. All right. Rocking and a rolling. Yes, Inspector Gadget. So I used to say my daughter is our daughter is 5'9", which really isn't tall for our family. My husband's 6'4". Our son is 6'1", and My husband's brother, I think, was about 6'1". His sister was 6 foot. I don't remember the theme song. We have a nephew on my husband's side who's 6'6". So Colleen's not really that tall for, a tall family. But she's got long arms. So I used to call her Go-Go Gadget. Get your Go-Go Gadget arms in here. Gail remembers. Sing it for us, Gail. Thomas the Tank Engine. My kids didn't watch Thomas the Tank Engine. They loved Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. They loved that one. And they always wanted to watch Pete and Pete, which I wouldn't let them. The mother had a metal plate in her head or something. I don't know. And my children were not allowed to watch South Park or any of those things. Of course, they watched them when they got older, and they were, out from my care, but that's on them, not on me. I didn't watch it when they were children. And they survived. How about that? Okay, here we are. So now what she did was, okay, so I need to go into this one. My daughter would say, but all the kids talk about it and I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, well, walk away. Talk about something else. Okay, so now I'm going to come. That last one's not, I don't know if that last one's quite right. It's not quite crisscross. Oh, it's crisscross back there. Let's see if oh yeah, that's back. There we go. Now I'm going to come around the end. And then she did a stitch like this, where she just went up and down. Which I'm hoping might cover up, some of that nonsense from drilling. I think what I have to remember to do is have him, like I didn't tell him, this is the front, have him drill from the back instead of from the front. I think I'd get it. Or maybe he did. Maybe it should be opposite. Because back here it's smooth. It's a little better finish. All right. Okay. I'm liking this. I am liking this. All right. So now, if I come up here, we're just going to start fishing this and stitching and pulling, stitching and pulling. Yeah, we didn't do the Married with Children either. They had a lot of videos that they could watch. The one was I don't even know who made this. Oh my gosh, they watched it 24/7. It was I think it was an Alice in Wonderland. Like an off, wasn't a Disney thing. It was like an off brand, I mean, is that, it wasn't very good, but they absolutely loved it. So really, Dev, too much work for you? Well, you know what? I'm thinking you probably don't have to do all this, but this is what Shannon does. And I just really liked it. So I'm doing it. I never really watched SpongeBob either. I don't think my kids watched it either. Oh, now I've got a little bit of an issue here. Got a little twisted. That's what I say for if you watch Shannon's video and then you see that she does all this stitching, then she covers it up. But I love the way this looks. I love it a lot. So is this worse than watching paint dry? Devin's not much of a sewer. I'm working on, last night I was working on my my prayer scroll. I gotta get some other stitches. Yep, I'm gonna go this way and then go back, because see, then you've got those blanks. So now you know when people have those hand-stitched books for sale, why they cost so much, right? Yeah, I tried to do a bullion stitch last night. That didn't go so well. So I've got to practice that. My French knots are getting a little better. But if anybody was in, now Gail, you were there, I think. Susan Taylor Brown's, and she had that gauze. She dyed that gauze. I'm assuming it's cotton gauze. It's just like medical gauze. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. So then I was looking for gauze, but some of it said stretchy, so I have to look at it better. I think you would just want a cotton gauze. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, so when I'm finished this up, I'm not going to bore you with doing another one, but I am going to try to punch holes in that skinny one. And then I can stitch that, you know, off camera. And then I'll show you what Shannon does once I get this finished up. Well, I don't really even have to finish this, I guess. Really, you know? There's Studio. Big comfy couch, dragon tails, Kratz Creatures, Discovery's Channel, How It's Made, Bob Ross. My son was happy. He was in 6th grade. His grandma gave him a TV in his room, and he didn't ask me or his dad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I used to watch Bob Ross. The kids weren't into that, though. My son loved it outside and on his bicycle. My daughter, not so much. But when they were young, we lived at a townhouse and we were on a cul-de-sac, so they had some friends that were all close, and They were occupied a lot without TV, so that was good. Yeah, we moved into our townhouse. Oh goodness. I guess our son was still in diapers, so he was young. And there were so many townhouses that were hooked together, and then there was an end. We had the end. We had a big deck on the back, and then there was a little space of green grass, and then the next section of townhouses started. We had just moved in. I'm going to say we were only there a day or so. It was in the summer. And hey, Nashwa. Hello, hello. Um, and a knock comes on the door, and it was my neighbor. And she just, new neighbor. She was the one that was not connected to us. Knocked on my door and told me now she had a deck that came out her upstairs master. And she informed me that her sons, which were much older, like in their teens, saw my little son come over into her yard, into the corner of her patio, drop his drawers, and took a whiz in the corner of her patio. Oh, look, I got a knot there. Okay. I just at that point had wished the earth would open up and I could just fall through. I was just mortified. So I offered to, clean her patio. And she said, oh, the boys. She said, boys will be boys. Hey, Kathy. She said, I just wanted to let you know. She said, my boys already took care of it. Okay. Welcome to the neighborhood. I didn't have, I had only had one male cousin that we saw all the time. Like I had other male cousins, but they lived in the city. We didn't see them much. But the cousins on my dad's side of the family, we saw them all the time, but they were all girls except for the one. So we didn't have much experience with boys. I had two sisters. So I was very involved with my church at that time. And I went to the one mom. Wait a minute, I gotta try to get this knot out. Who had three boys. I told her what had happened. I was mortified. And she's, oh, Lori, don't worry about it. She says, that's a boy thing. She said, they pee everywhere. Okay. Okay. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. It probably would pull through, but after doing all this work, I just don't really want a knot in it. Cal said my son did something like that when he was about 4. Peed in the yard, mobile home park. When I yelled, told him you can't do that. He said, why not? Grandpa does it. There you go. I mean, it would have been bad enough if we had lived there a while, and I had a chance to, get to know that lady at all. I mean, we lived there for, gosh, quite a long time. We knew her by the time we moved out, but I just moved in, for goodness sakes. Oh my goodness. Well, better than on the floor. I'm thinking, are you maybe it was a display model? Yeah, living on a farm, a regular event. Oh goodness. Okay. Now I'm going to come back around this way. And supposedly it's going to cover up that blank space. See, I have a blank space. Now you could leave it like that. It looks fine. But I'm doing the Shannon thing. And now it's getting much easier. Because my thread is shorter and shorter. And I just keep tugging to make sure those stitches are nice and tight. Now, you may be thinking, what is she going to use this for? I've no idea. You know, I think well, for me anyway, I guess I can't say for everybody, but I guess I would think for a lot of us, some of it is just in the make, you know? Like you see something, oh, I want to try that. It's just because you want to see if you can do it, or it's just, I don't know, the challenge or the thrill of making it. I just love making stuff. I'm actually very excited about this. The male species are a strange lot. They are indeed. So I was surprised. I know, you know, this has nothing to do with it, but see, I grew up like most of my dad's brothers. Well, really, all my dad's brothers. They all had girls. I had one male cousin on my dad's side. He was older. He was never around. His three siblings were all girls. And I think seven. Just all girls. So I was, you know, really surprised that my sisters and I, we all had one of each. Not that that has anything to do with it. Presently, my one niece has all, my daughter has, of course, one of each, but my niece, she's got two boys and expecting a third, and we don't know if she's having a boy or a girl. She doesn't want to find out until it's born. I think she's holding out hope for a girl, and she just doesn't want to know ahead of time. She doesn't want to know ahead of time if it's another boy. Yes, that's why I'm doing this, Dev. See, I'm going to explain to you what Shannon does. When Shannon, the ones that, now she said you could call it like stitching your own magazine, but that's not really what it is. It's a loose leaf binding. And when I say the word loose leaf, to me, I think of what I had in school, loose leaf paper that had the holes. But as Shannon explains in her video, It's loose leaf is just the pages that are single pages. And so this is just a form of binding loose pages together. Now, I would think if you could figure out a way to keep your pages from moving, you know, you could go ahead and drill your holes and not do the glue. You know, just stitch. But I think she's probably had experience that this is, you know, a good way to go. Then at the end, she does loop her threads through and knots, and then clips off her knots. But then there again, she's going to cover it. She covers them with paper. And so your knotted ends would then be glued in. Yes, the spine is glued and then drilled. But I'm also thinking, you know, I like the little danglies. Did I miss Penny? There's Penny. Hi, Penny. I missed the little danglies. I like to add the little dingly danglies. And having the bigger hole was really nice because I had no trouble getting my needle and my threads. See, now I'm just going to tie that off here. All right, I'm going to clip this. So down here, I'm just going to do a little tie. Maybe like a little square knot, if I can. I might add a little drop of glue to that knot. See, and then I can put, if I want, I can just leave it hang like that, or if I want to put some beads, I can do that. But see, look. I freaking love it. Okay. Now, Shannon, on hers, after she did this stitching, she would get a piece of large paper. And then she would fold it, you know, so you had your spine. And then she would open up the big piece of paper, put the glue down, and somehow she, you know, glued it on. I'd have to rewatch that part. So now, oh my gosh, I just love it. And then if any of you, and most of you probably have, right? When you treat paper like this, even if you just put water on it and it gets wrinkly and crunchy, and I love it. I know. They're so cool, right? I love the freaking stitches. Now this one, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't have a lot of strength in my hand. But she said, if you have a crocodile, take the smaller side and you can punch your holes. Now, see, that's in way too far. So this has a little measuring thing here. Hey, there's Marty. Thanks, Marty. I knew you'd be proud of me. There's Riri. Hi, Riri. So this, now I don't have any marks on this one. So let me just take a moment. I've got my little Timmy. Let me brush this, my little crumbs of paper from where that was drilled. And got my little Timmy ruler here. And I just eyeballed this, guys. I'm an eyeballer. Hey, there's Journey. Hi, Journey. Okay. Let's see. I get my little Sharpie pen and this ruler. Now I want to stitch it the same way, and I think I want my holes to be in here a little bit so I can see the X's, right? So I don't think my stitches were too close together. So when I did these, now I'm going to switch to my other glasses so I can't see chat for a minute. So if I put this here and I'm just going to mark, and hopefully I should have done this on the back in case it doesn't go well. Now, because this is a dark page, I'm using the Sharpie, but you could use a pencil. And then, of course, you could rub it out if you needed to. I don't know, because see, I don't know how big those holes are going to be once I punch them. Like she said to use a small. It's not black. It's a green teal, and it's not polished. It's my nail dashes. You glue these on. This is like a green teal. Green teal. Okay, so that's the big side. Oh, thank you, Devin. And now see, I've got this not quite. See, I went in a little deeper. Then I should have marked this. Yeah, you can see it's just got a little bit of a blue teal. It looks blue on my screen, like a blue teal, but they're really like a green teal. Yeah. All right, so that's still not quite. So I'm going in a little deeper than I had wanted, but I've got that mark there. Bermuda blue. All right. Lori needs to have her other glasses down because she can't see that close up. Gosh, I really went in quite far, but I don't want to see that black mark. So I'm going to back this out. Just trying to get to that sweet spot. All right, here we go. I don't know. I did it. I think I'm going to go every other and see how I make out, because That's really close. Does anybody have a tip on how to get the stuff that you punch out of this thing without having to bang it? Because I gotta see the next little hole. Mm. So I'm not gonna sit here and do this either to bore you, but you see what she's saying. So if you have, or if you have a really strong grip, you know, you might be able to punch through more pages than this. So this is the other option Shannon had mentioned, that if you don't have a drill and you don't use a lot of pages and you have a crocodile or some kind of a punch, you can go ahead and use the small end of your crocodile and punch your holes and then do your stitching. So, I mean, that's really nice, right? So I may leave that wide apart. It'll just have a different look. So a lot less pages, but there again, you know, right. But sometimes some of us don't have a hubby or somebody who can do that. Thanks, Barbara. Let me see what she says. Randy has a question about the nail dashes. Oh yeah, I miss Janet saying eco printed paper. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the company is if you're interested to know more about these nails, I can send you a link and you can watch videos. They have all kinds of styles and in fact, okay, commercial. I just happen to have my nail box here. See, I love having my nails done, all right? And it's expensive to go. And then plus you got to go, right? So these are very inexpensive. You usually can get two, in one box of nail dashes, you usually can get two manicures. But see, the other thing you can get, like, see, okay, this is an ombre. This is, if I can get it out. Oh, I missed what Journey said. Let me see. I'm not going to do this long. I'll just show you real quick. Like, look at that. If I had this on every nail when I went to the nail salon, this would cost me a small fortune. Look at this little guy. A little plaid. And I've got some that are, they've got little pink stripes. And look, little crabs for summer. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you. They've got all kinds of patterns, okay? And they're very easy. There's a learning curve, of course, but they're very easy to put on. And once you get the hang of it and it stays on really good, you know, they're amazing and they're fun. And they're a fraction of what I was spending at the nail salon, just saying. Okay. And you just use like a nail glue like they use at the nail salon to put your tips on. You get everything in the kit. You get an orange stick, you get your little sander to clean off your nails, you get the dashes, and you get the glue. Okay, so I need to get Randy and Janet the link. Yeah, my sister and I are in cahoots. I'll get you the link. And then you can look at the videos and see what they sell other products too, but I'm into the nails. but it's a group of ladies that formed this company. And yeah, they've been fun. Okay, so I decided to take the plunge and do the, oh, you're welcome, Janet, do the scavenger hunt. So I thought I would maybe do a little bit in this today. It's a little candy wrapper that I had saved. Now, when I did my video, my live to take the plunge, they are removable and reusable. I have some right now soaking in some Blue Dawn. And, I mean, sometimes things happen. Us girls that, all right, so Kathy wants the link. Okay, swell. That'd be great. We use our fingers and our hands a lot. We're always in, mixed media, right? So I use, if you put a little glue on, they come off a little easier. If you put a lot of glue on, they stay on. My red ones that I had on this last month, I had them on, they were like 4 weeks easy. 4 weeks. Yeah, so let me just, so we've got Randy and Marty. Did you say you, Marty? Tell me if I got it wrong. Marty and Janet. Gail, do you want me to send it to you again, Gail? I don't know if there was somebody else. If I missed somebody, let me know. I'll put you on my list. Dashes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And so Journey, okay. Well, it probably is easier. Let me see if I see it. It's technology. I don't know if I can figure it out. That's the problem. Yeah, there's a girl, she's down south and she's really wonderful and she does a lot with the dashes and explains. But if you just like, if I wanted to take these off, I just take my orange stick around here, loosen it up, and then you can soak your hands and they like pop off. My sister, when it gets to be about 2 or 3 weeks, or she goes in the shower and they pop right off for her. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see, because I know Lizzie Brewer I just sent the info to Lizzie Brewer, and there was Kathy Carney, I think, was the other one who wanted the information. So let me see if I can get it to come up. I hate holding it up. See, this is how the little boxes look when they come. Cute little boxes, and everything's in there. But I'm not seeing my. Uh, yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna have to look. I can't. I'm not good on the spur of the moment. Like she sent me this thing here, but I don't see the address. And there's a specific link, so I'm just gonna wait and do that. Although it would be better if I. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Actually, you get these. They put this in the back of the box. So the nails sit on there and it just looks real cute. And I'm thinking, what can I use these for? Look, I've saved all. Uh-huh. More to save. Okay. So I have my 2 little wrappers here from these here little candies. Oh, that's an idea, Devin. That's a great idea. Yeah, I can do that too. That's a good idea. Really? Amira said if you rub a potato on your nails, it makes them stronger from the protein. Oh, I never heard of that. Of course, I'd hate to waste that potato. Potato's my favorite thing. All right, so what I was thinking is for my little candy wrappers here. Now, for those of you that are here and may not know, Janet Young, Monkey Island Madness, every New Year's Eve for, I guess, like the last, what, 6 or 7 years, she presents us with a scavenger hunt list. And this year, and maybe last year too, had like at least 100 things on it. And you do it at your own pace, which she gives you a deadline of April 1st. And if you complete your book, she puts your name into a drawing for a little prize. And so you can combine the different scavenger hunt things. Where did I put my list? Here's my list, right? So I printed this out so I can keep it with my book. So I did this on one of my lives. I'm not crazy about my words, but I'm going to try to let that go. I love my cover. This is just a magazine that I'd folded the pages in half. And, oh, Gil, you won? Cool. And so one of the things is candy wrappers. So I have those, but these are kind of flimsy, and see they tear apart. So I made this little one with a pocket. So I've got some pockets going on here, right? This is a Peggy pocket that she sent me. So I got my little Peggy pocket in here. Angie's still there eating something. So I thought if I grab a little piece of, now this could be the trickier, this could be easier said than done. All right, so here's a little piece of cardstock. Actually, what I was thinking about doing is gluing this down and then punching a shape, like a little heart or something that I could pop in that box. So I don't know why that wouldn't work. Janet says there are no rules except to have fun. So I've just got to get my one drawer closed here. Open up the other drawer. See if I can find my little heart punch. Now this is small, but I need it small to fit in my. So let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I'll be able to punch it. I don't know if I can punch it. Let me grab a pair of scissors. Judy said, I made my cover from an insert of a brand new, set of sheets. I cut my letters from magazines and got enough to do my ransom note. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go here and just give a little trim to this little candy. Let me see if I can get them both on here. Yeah. My husband, of course, does the shopping. And every time he comes home, boy, this is this much now, and this, and I'm like, honey, everything's going up. It keeps going up. It's not going to change. We might have to change the way we. Okay, so I'm going to glue these down. I'm going to just try. Of course, this is like tinfoily. So hopefully my glue stick will work. I was watching Dana. What's Dana call her stuff? Scrappy something. Scrappy. I have a hard time remembering everybody's handle. But she had her wrappers, folded and stuck in a little pocket or something. They looked cute. So you can do really whatever your imagination allows you to do. And you can do one, I'll say prompt, or one item on the list per page, or you can combo, and put them together. Scrappy girl. Thank you, Kathy. You can combo them any way that you want. Now this heart might be a little small, so I'm not going to get much of the wrapper in. So let me see what else. Let me see what else I have handy here. I think I want to do a little punch of some kind to slip in that pocket. And of course, it can't be too big because I want it to go in the pocket, We're going to Plan B. Plan B. I've got plenty of circles. Ovals. Have a button. The bouton. This heart's a little bigger. Let's see if I can get this one to work. And, the truth of it is I might have to eat another piece of candy. 9 on a page? Wow. Yeah, a little monster could hold. That's true. Okay, this is the thing that I always find curious. You have to make sure you're going the right way to get the punch you want. Can't really see. Okay, I'm going to take off a little bit more. Yeah. Da, 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 da. That's a little, I think that's, I know there's no cheating. Do whatever you want, but that might be a little bit of a cheat. But I know what they are. So now I've got my little candy. Now, should I come across some other wrappers, I can add them on here for sure. Now, I was going to see what else I have. Because as I go through my day and I see things that I might... Okay. Kathy's going to be right back. Journey. Thank you, Journey, for the super sticker. You're so sweet. Thank you so very much. Okay, so let's see now. There's something in here. Oh, I might have to steal one of those vintage book pages. Let's see, I've got my planner. And look, I got this from Devin. And there's my Canadian stamp from Devin. I put this shiny thing in there. Oh, my son was talking to me. Barbara said, Lori, the idea is to think outside the box. So good for you. Okay, thank you. What was my son talking to me about? Something. And he's okay. My son has a medicinal card for marijuana. He uses it for anxiety. And he also is a smoker, and he's trying to, get off the cigarettes. So he bought this little machine to roll little cigarettes to help him. He thinks this is going to work. He's 35. He's got to find his own way to do stuff, right? So we're having this conversation. He said, "Mom, did you know that a regular cigarette measures 70 millimeters and a large cigarette measures 110 millimeters?" And I said, "Yes, there's something I can use for my scavenger hunt, right?" So in here somewhere is like a stupid unknown fact or something. See, my problem is finding where the heck everything is when I find I have one that I need. Now, Mitz helped me out the other day with numbers, and I'm used to going up and down, not across this way. Oh, Journey, you're so sweet. It's really my pleasure. Oh, thank you. So fabric, vintage photo, coffee tea page, toilet paper, washi tape. Okay, Ange, I'll tell him that. Thank you. Yes, Devin, thank you. Random useless fact. Here we go, number 49. So I have to mark this. So when I'm ready to do it, number 49. I'm thinking, yeah, baby, that one. Thank you. Thank you very much. And then I've got now there's something else too, like Happy Mail from a friend or something, right? So I got this really cool card from Devin. So I know I was going to use in my one journal Peggy's tag as a flip out, but then there's also washi tape. So I want to do another page. All right, so let me see what else I have. I've got a planner. Oh, and I was going to use my business reply for a flip out. Ah, flip out. Okay, so let me put that there. Let me put my instructions or my pages, my list of stuff. Lori, I sent you a direct message on Facebook. Okay, thank you, Mira. I'll check that after the stream. Okay, so I've got this. So let me find a page. I think I want to. See, that's got a little bit of color there. And like I said, I didn't glue all these down, so I'm gluing as I go. So I'm just going to take this messy glue stick. I tried I think it was maybe the last Kathy Arbor stream I watched. It wasn't her last stream. It was the last one I was able to watch when she did the charcoal drawing. So I tried my hand at a charcoal drawing, not from another picture, but just like out of my head. So I was going to show Kathy that, but I'll have to show her next time she pops in. All right, so kind of like that bicycle and that little vignette right there. And I put, for whatever reason, a little bit of paint over here. So if I do it this way. Oh, look at that little bird. See, I don't want to cover him up. He's adorable. Maybe I'll do it this way. I'll cover up the guy. So this can be my flip out. But let me just... Okay, Devin's got to go to the grocery store. Thank you for you're welcome. Yes, it doesn't have to be gigantic. You could do a small one for sure. I know, right? Look at that little bird. How cute is that? Looks like a bluebird. They have the kind of rusty belly and bright blue flowers. All right, so I happen to have sitting here my jar of coffee. And I just don't want to put this in my book plain. That's just me. It's just me. So I've got a piece of paper towel here. Oh, I forgot I still had that little pinky ring on. So this is just instant coffee. You know, you can get it at the dollar store. And I just boil some water in the microwave, dump in as much coffee as I want, see how it looks, and then I go with it. So I'm just going to paint this on. You can splash it on. You can put this on your jelly plate and then put your paper on it. You know, if you want to get like a different kind of a look or design. Now I've just got it on my chamois here, just so I don't get I'm thinking this will absorb enough where I'm not going to get a big mess on my work surface. Trying to make it all nice while I have company here at my workstation, my studio. Okay. And then I'm thinking if I glue this down, I might be able to also use some washi tape, right? Okay. Now, sometimes these business reply envelopes come apart when you do this, but that's all right if it does. Now, I'm going to have to use some heat gun, and I apologize, but I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. Oh, look what I found. My Reader's Digest. See, this didn't get the way I wanted it. So I'm going to let these dry and do what the girls suggested, and then sit these in a tub, and hopefully it'll wick. You know, the color will wick up, but not be a total. And then I'm going to glue it and stitch it because I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Okay, heat gun. Now you gotta watch when you, of course, wet any envelopes like this. You know, you don't want it to stick somewhere where you don't want it to stick. So just be aware of that. See how this is starting to come apart? It's alright. It'll be alright. You can re-glue. If you're using a business supply, you just want to be careful here. If you want this to stay intact, you don't really want to hit that with your heat gun because it all swivels up because it's plastic. And that might happen, but I'm trying to be careful. Don't forget the potatoes. Yes, we have no empty potatoes. We have no potatoes. I think I was singing that when my daughter and son-in-law was here and the kids. And then my son-in-law said, "Do we have any bananas? I think we could go for a banana." And we did not. I really just kind of have to get this part to dry because that's where I'm going to attach it. Oh, see, look. I thought I was being careful. And I'm going to have a mess there. Whoop. What not to do, 101. Whooshy. I don't know that word either. Look, we're really coming undone now. Sweet summer song. Put your left foot in, put your left foot out, put your right foot in, shake it all about. I'm really demented, I think. You do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Do, 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 do. You put your left foot in. Now, try not to rip this too badly. Okay, Ange. Take care. Oh, so I was starting to say earlier. See, this is what I don't remember. I start to say something and then I stop. I ripped it. So I had all those pages sitting on my desk and they were wet and I was using my heat gun to dry them. And then I remembered and see, I forgot and now I remembered again. I plugged in my iron. Your iron dries these right away. My goodness. Why don't I remember these things? I just have to wiggle it. I just have to wiggle. You put your right foot. Now see, I have one just for crafting. You can put this in your oven. You can put this on your counter and let it dry naturally. But if you're in a big old hoot and hurry like Lori, you might want to iron it. And I got to be honest with you, okay? Even if you weren't here and I wasn't doing a live stream, I would still be in a big hoot and hurry because I don't like to wait. That's why I got my heat gun. See, the iron really is fab-a-rooney for this. See, it's dry already. So next time, if someone would remind me, Lori, get out the iron. We're done. It's done. It's all dry. I'll get my iron back on my little table. I've got my sewing machine and my iron all on one little table right next to me here, and it's really fabulous. All right. See, now this little guy's got to get tucked back in here because I want to use this as a pocket. Let's see here. I'm trying to really use glue stick as much as possible these days, just because I need to learn how to really use it properly. Okay, so isn't that much better than a white envelope? It is to me. It is to moi. Barbara says Nobby Lobby is about 2.5 hours away and I would need to be admitted across the border. Oh. Okay, now I didn't, of course, mark the page that I was wanting to use. There we go. Bikers. We got the backers. All right. So now this is going to be my flip out. I think that's one of the prompts. I guess I should check. Tip in. This is going to be my tip in, number 29. Now I could stitch on this too, but you know what? I'm not going to. Now, So I'm going to add glue stick here. Right here. Try to get as much on as I can. I mean, really, once you get started on this, it's like kind of addicting. So there we have that, huh? Cool, right? Tippin', tippin', la 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 la. And then, being this has a little area down here, your business reply for a stamp. I'm thinking I might like to put my stamp there. Okay, I missed the whole conversation about brown paper or whatever's going on. Is Kim, are you in Canada? Could we get stuff delivered to Pembina and pick up by Running Red? I don't know those words. I don't know Running Red. And Journey says, have you guys purchased from Temu, Temu? Yes, Kim is outside of Winnipeg. And Barbara says, Kim, we sure could, and I would definitely consider that for another day. I am trying to do this hunt without making a purchase. That's part of a personal challenge. That's a good challenge. And then Brenda says something about using a grocery bag. There's Peggy. How was your shower, Peg? That probably feels good. Brenda said I use brown lunch bags or a large paper grocery bag if I want craft paper. Hobby Lobby used to wrap glass things in a thinner craft. And yeah, I save all that brown packaging paper. That Running Red is a delivery company. Oh, that's cool. Like we have Uber. Lori, my Kim is not too far from me. Ah, is she? I have her. Do you have somebody else that's close to you too, Barbara? Or is it Kim and I'm just not remembering? Peggy's doing the scavenger hunt. She has for the last 2 years and she loves it. You're doing all those tags too with Kathy and Colleen. I kind of wish I had started that. Okay. So now I'm looking for the country postage or something. Oh, Amira said she's going to send me an ATC so I could use that. That's probably why she's doing it. Oh, Amira. Candy or gum wrapper? I did that one. 85. I got to tick them off. Wild is your choice. Oh, I saw, I just popped in and lurked for a little bit. I saw, Shelly, Crafting Mamas on Cutting Out a Feather, and I think that's what she was doing it for. Peggy smells purty. Sherry. Okay, that's who I was thinking about. Oh, how cool. You three are not. Hey, that is so cool. So cool. I think Candy is probably not too terribly far from me, in the grand scheme of things. But I don't know. I think Candy, are you still here? She might be up closer towards New York. And let's see. Somebody else said there. Oh, Lisa. Lisa said this is her second year of doing the scavenger hunt. Cool. And Xandra is about 40 minutes from me. We're going to try maybe to get together this year, see how that works out. Peggy's in Maryland, so she's not too terribly far. I'm hoping to come down to Maryland, but I don't know what area in Maryland. I've said before we had students that lived with us. Well, the one gal that lived with us, she's married and has 2 foster kids now, and just found out that she's pregnant. And we're so very excited. But I haven't seen her in a good little while, so I thought maybe a little field trip to her. But she's in Maryland somewhere. So I'm going to see if I can make that happen. Yeah, the Bills football player, I've been praying for him. Okay, Peggy. Probably not till spring is my plan anyway. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for, does anybody know the number of the international, I had business cards and I just threw them out. So wasn't that dumb? I might still have that on my computer somewhere that I could print out. Something international. That's the one I think I'm thinking about. Something international. Number 7. All right, so let's get this on here. I tore this little envelope apart from Devin. He's responding now, squeezing the hand of loved ones. Oh, that is amazing. Thank you, Judy. That is amazing. Well, he's got his young, strong body in his favor for sure. So that's fabulous news. Fabulous news. I haven't checked yet today. I usually check at least once or twice a day to see how he's faring, see if there's any additional information. God love him. Okay, so I'm just going to ink a dink here. Ink, a dink, a dink, a dink, a dink. Okay, Randy, she's got to go. She's going to go play the Hearing of the Idaho guy. I don't know what that is, but that's okay. All right, Randy, I'll get it to you. I'm assuming, Randy, I think you're on Instagram. I'll find you. Or like Devin said, I'll put it in my description box. All right. Now, I'm thinking I want to maybe just glue this down on the corners. And I could have another tuck spot, you know? So I'm just going to do this side and the bottom. Put that where that little stamp would normally go. Okay. Put that back in. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, I love it. Love it. Barbara said, Lori, remember when Jimmy Durante used to sing yup? Jimmy and his auntie. Yup. I think of that all the time, Barbara. Jimmy Durante, I loved him when I was growing up. Look, I got that all messed up. All right. So I'm thinking on this side might be a good place. Okay, Peg's going to go. Don't do too much, Peggy. You know, if you're just getting back on your feet from being ill, let's do a little bit, okay? And there's Raul. Hello, hello, Raul. How are you today? Have a good day, Peggy. I'm thinking this might be a good page here for maybe some washi tape. I love to touch these pages, like these magazine pages that are, my sisters and I used to call them silky. These high gloss pages. All right, I'm going to glue this down while I'm here. Whoops. Went over the ledge, over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. All right, let's see. Now, I've got a lot of different washi tapes, so I can always add. I'm going to just go grab a little tray. I've got them in little trays. If any of you have ever been at the virtual market, you will at times, on several occasions, hear Keisha say, especially when she's selling piano rolls, those boxes that they come in are terrific for storing washi tape. And so I have done that. Let's see if I can get the drawer open here without making a big old mess. So this is my piano roll box. Of course, it's half. You know, you have a bottom and then you have a lid, so you get 2 storage bins. And in this one, I have mostly I think this is the Jane Davenport washies. After your birthday? Okay. Now let's see. I'm going to flip this in. Let me give myself a little more room here. My mom's birthday is in February. She'll be 92 on Valentine's Day. I know, right, Peggy? My sisters and I, it's like somebody will show us something they purchased, and then like we almost in unison will say, oh, I love that box. It's like, the heck with what you bought. We're into the box. All right, so this is some cool washi tape. So I'm really not, but this is one of the scavenger hunt prompts. I'm really not a washi tape connoisseur as far as putting it down and you know, using it so it looks really cool. So we'll just see how this goes. I'm going to put these gals here. And I'm going to wrap it over on this page. Well, it's so bad at one point, Peggy. I had international gals living with us. This is when we were in Pennsylvania, and the one gal, most of these kids that lived with us were really, their families were pretty well off. So the one kid, she had a Louis Vuitton handbag, and she was packing up, getting ready to go home. And I guess she had bought the Louis here. I'm cleaning off my bone folder. And she comes out and she's got this Louis Vuitton box, and I got to tell you, my heart did skip a beat because I thought, "Oh my gosh, is this kid giving me a Louis Vuitton handbag? I mean, I'll just die." And but of course it wasn't. She said to me, "I don't have room for this in my suitcase. Do you want the box?" Because she knew how much I love. I still have it. It's up on my shelf up in the corner. I store things in it. Freaking beautiful box. Okay. It's the only Louis Vuitton Lori will have. Okay, so I've got that. And I'm going to take a little narrower one here. Let's see. I don't know if all of this is jeans, but this has words. Raul said, I can wear my Versace and I can wear my Louis Vuitton. And even with a hoodie on, I made you look. I don't know if I know that song. Okay, so let's put some of this here. I'm going to just offset that a little bit. Well, it's not, you can't really tell. Wrapping that around. I'm just pulling stuff out. I don't think this may not be anybody's, or this may be a Tim Holtz one. I don't know, but it's cool. Megan Trainor made you look. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, oops, I forgot to tear this one. Christine G. She still has a Prada bag she got in Milan. Nice. Kathy says she is a real Prada. She got at a consignment shop. Oh, nice. That's even better. I've gotten coaches at thrift shop for, like half price day or something. Really? Neiman Marcus? Wow. Wow, that's wild. Okay, here's some other chicks. Here's some other chicks. Some of these washies are amazing, right? The trick is finding the end with your old eyes. I know it's here somewhere. The Devil Wears Prada is a favorite here in my home. My wife and I love that movie best. Meryl Streep movie after Julie and Julia. The Julia. Oh yeah. I like that movie too. I like The Devil Wears Prada. I love that. Oh, what's his name? Stanley Tucci. I think he's a fabulous actor. Love him in that. Hey, there's Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. How's your day going? I'm a snob when it comes to handbags. I really do have to say. Well, we all have our things, right? My husband just doesn't get it, but that's okay. He doesn't have to. Yeah, that's true too. I always forget to do that, Vanessa. You are exactly right. I should remember to do that. I shall try to make that change going forward in the new year. Of course, see, then it sticks to me. Sometimes I seem like I'm a calm soul, but sometimes I'm not very calm. Oh, Brighton bags. Hey, I like the Brighton jewelry. Peg. Streep says, yes, please go ahead and move as fast as an ice glacier. Streep's got some great lines in that movie. I should watch that. I haven't watched that in a while. I think if I had to say, now that I'm just thinking about it, like a favorite movie, I mean, there's like the classics and stuff. And I guess this is a classic, but that My Cousin Vinny, I just absolutely love My Cousin Vinny. I don't think my sister, yes, the charms and the necklaces. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Peg. I'm just going to go and cover up. Now I'm getting to my envelope here, so I don't really want. I don't think I want it to come. Well, I guess it could, but I'm not sure what else I want to do with this envelope as my flip out or my tip in, however you want to say it. So I think I'm going to be cautious here. Oh, I love a big handbag. I like the kind you can put a small child in. You know what I'm saying? Not that I would, although I would put a little puppy dog, go into the, I always had a desire to have a little puppy dog in my handbag going to the store. Marty's not a fashion brand snob, and that's good too. I like leather. I'm going to overlap this a little bit. And my younger sister just discovered a company called Portland Leather. Oh my gosh. They're so nice. Birkin has bags. I thought they only had shoes. These Portland leather bags are, if you like leather, oh baby, they smell so good. How are we doing on time? It's almost 12:30 here. I'm starting to get a little hungry. Peggy. Okay. Now, of course, the washi tape, you can pull it back up in most cases. Some of the cheaper stuff, it really, um, sometimes your paper will peel up too if it's not good. Yeah, I'm not into fancy schmancy so much, more plain. Oh, really, Barbara? Barbara uses the little plastic thingies from the bread bags to catch the end of her. Oh, wasn't that a clever idea? Yeah, speaking of totes, I have this beautiful fabric that I bought on clearance. I forget where now. And I want to make a carpet bag, but I'm nervous to get started. Okay, look at this. This is like little paint swatches. So this is just little prompts from, I know, don't you love finding bags you like the name, you like the brand of, and places like that, Marshalls or say your thrift shop. I've talked about this one thrift shop not too far from me. It's red, white, and blue. And golly, they just have some, their stuff is clean, you know, they really like their handbags. And look, this one little guy scooted inside of all those other little guys. I think, oh, this is a Timmy. This is a little finger pointing like Uncle Sam wants you, you know, how to, that way, this way. No, has to go this way. Yeah, I can't do it. This one looks cool because it's got this red. I think some of these I haven't even used yet. If I see anything on a discount shelf, and I don't go out much anymore because I don't really need anything and I get in trouble, you know. If I see anything like Jane Davenport or Tim Holtz on a clearance, I get it, you know, within reason. Judy, I agree. I own handmade leather bags from jewelry to crafter shows that still look new. Yeah, that hand stuff is. Judy said, when I was in high school, wait a minute, I want to see what Judy says. Come back, little Judy. Judy said, when I was in high school, I worked and saved and bought a handmade pair of boots from Italy. Wow, they must be gorgeous. Marty says, okay, I would love a made by Pam original. I put a couple of bags together. I don't know where they are now. Um, I took a pair of jeans and I put the pocket on and made a little bag. I don't know how to do the top part to do the handle part. I got to figure all that out. Of course, little sis, I think you're an awesome seamstress. Pam is an awesome seamstress. Okay. Let's put some of these chicks going the other way. Here's some other chicks. Maybe I'll put these this way. This is fun. I don't know if I'm going to put Timmy on there. Yeah. Kids. What's the matter with kids today? Do. Kids. I know Barbara knows. What movie is that from? Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? Kids. What's the matter with kids today? Maybe I'll overlap. I hate to cover that up. Okay, bye, Journey. Thank you so much for the sticker. Hugs. Have a great day. I know these are Jane Davenport stuff. Their colors are cool. Well, maybe I'll put this one down here on the green. You guys can't really see that. Why can't they be like we were? Perfect in every way. Kids. What's the matter with kids today? I don't think I used this one. I think I need, oh, here's one. I think I need something with a little contrast. Yes, you are right, my Barbara. I knew you would know it. It's from Bye Bye Birdie. There we go. Fava of four. I know I'm saying that wrong. She got it too. Bye Bye Birdie. Okay, Raul has to go. He has to do some last minute prep for the Spanish celebration tomorrow. All right, have a great celebration. Excuse me, it was nice to see you. All right, maybe we'll put a little contrast up here. Why can't they be like we were? Was it Paul Lynde that sang that, Barbara? And Bye Bye Birdie, was Paul Lynde in that? Why am I thinking Paul Lynde was in that? This one's got some words. What's this say? It says smile. Let's get I think my throat's about had it. My throat's had it today, kids. I don't know why. All right, that says smile. Judy says, yes, Paul Lynde played the girl's father. Okay, I thought so. And the girl was? I know who the girl was. I don't know why that came to me, and I remember that, but it wasn't really a favorite movie. Yeah, Paul Lynde, Judy said yeah, and I'm pretty sure. And then Aunt Margaret is the girl. The young girl. And Conrad Twitty. Or was that his name? No, I don't think it was Raquel Welch. I'm pretty sure it was Aunt Margaret. Oh, Peggy, you're kidding, really? Peg says, I used to babysit for my doctor until he came home one night and found me tied up to a chair. His son was a handful. Conway Twitty. And Margaret. There you go. Gail confirms. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Judy. Conway Twitty. All right, let's put a little bit of this on. This is cute. Whoops. See, that one didn't tear off so very nice. Dick Van Dyke and Paul Lynde. Oh, I forgot about Dick Van Dyke. All right, I'm going to overlap down here. Now I can continue to add to this, but I need to get off. My voice is starting to go, and I need to get me some lunch because I didn't have any breakfast because it took me so long to get prepared for today. Okay, so Barbara said the worst she got when I told the little ankle biter it was bedtime. He responded, of course, you know this means war. I didn't really, okay, Gail, nice to see you. Have a good afternoon. I don't remember really babysitting a whole terrible lot, but I know the couple kids that I babysat for, they were climbers, and the mom had the mom in the house. There was a whole, like, what do you call them, built-ins, like bookshelves, that are part of the walls. This kid was like a monkey. A set of twins, a little girl and a little boy, who, of course, now are probably in their 50s. But anywho, he could climb, and then not only would he climb, he wouldn't climb back down, he would jump. So you had to get there quick enough to catch him because he would just, you know. Okay, so I don't think I marked off my washi tape. Number 16. Marking off number 16. All right, so my plan is, I got this cute little area in the back that I can store the things I'm going to put in here. What's the name of the person streaming after Lori? It's normally right after me at 1 Eastern. It's normally Kathy Arbor, but she is not streaming today because they had a blizzard where she is in Canada and it delayed their Christmas, so she's taken the week off. So I just showed you my books that I glued and stitched together. I was inspired by Shannon Green. I'm really quite thrilled with these. Of course, I've got quite a few in the workings. This one I finished. I'm going to put some beads on the end here. You're welcome, Shaz. And then it's Thursday, so later this evening, it's Beth. And then APG Jamie, but she does Thursdays, but she does every third Thursday. So we're not there yet in the month. And, you know, I don't really know about PM Studios, Art Studio channel. And I see Art, and you have a question mark. So I don't know if Shannon, Art Junkie, comes on. Hey, there's Carol. Hi, Carol. Just getting ready to scoot out. So I'm not really sure. When Lori Loves Montana, she always had everybody's schedule like in her brain. But I'm not that good at remembering. I do have a list. I've got to figure out where I can put that so everybody can see, and then we could add you know, folks to it, but it's not complete by any stretch. This I'm going to try to stitch on a cover rather than, because then I'll be able to see my stitches. So I've got that one in the works. And then I'm going to try to do one with these vintage kids book pages. So I've got to go through here. And I think I want the stories to run together. So I've got that to work on too. So send you the list of you're hooked on streams. Okay, Kath, we'll do it. All right. Well, thank you all so very much for being here. I'm going to go grab some lunch. I hope you all have a great day. Jasper was the winner of my giveaway. So I need to get Jasper's address. But Randy messaged her, so I'm sure I'll get that. And I'll get this off to her. And that's it for me for today. So it's Thursday. I'll be on again Sunday morning. And let's see, Friday morning, if Murray's not always on Friday morning, but she's fairly regular on Fridays. And then we've got Canadian Artisan, which is Carol. And then Murray comes on Friday night. And then Saturday, I think, Carol, you're on again Saturday morning. And sometimes other folks pop on and do impromptus as well, right? So you just want to sub to all these folks and make sure you hit the little bell notification, and then you know they're coming on, and you can join in if you can. If not, then you catch them next time, right? All right. So I hope to see you Sunday morning for me. And I don't know if there's anything else I need to tell you. Thank you, mods, for being here and helping me. I really appreciate that. And thank you to Journey for my super sticker. I appreciate that as well. Hey, you all have a great day, all right? Great afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And don't forget, take time to be creative. And I'll see you all soon. Enjoy the journey. Bye-bye.